Hey everyone, this is Mason. Welcome back to the Herb Rally Podcast. Today's episode is Lesson 1 in Kirsten Shockey's Ferment Your Food, a Frugal Kitchen Staple module from our first course that's called the Art of Frugal Nutrition. I know the schoolhouse has been taking up most of the airtime these days, but I don't want to let you forget about our sliding scale, ever-expanding fundraising and community course called the Art of Frugal Nutrition. For more information, you could go to herbrally.com/frugalnutrition. And it's actually really exciting. In about a week or so, we're going to be releasing Bevan Clare's module. So that's going to put us up to 4 modules. And yeah, every quarter, we're just going to release a new module. We just recorded a bunch of video with Paul Bergner up in Portland. So he's next. And then after that, I'm on deck. And I'll be doing a module on nourishing herbal infusions. And Amanda and I are actually going to California in a couple months, and we're going to hang out with Shayna Lipner-Grover, and she's going to do a Eat Your Weeds, the title is still yet to be determined, but she's going to be doing an Eat Your Weeds plant walk tutorial / module for the Art of Frugal Nutrition as well. So if you'd like to learn more about the Art of Frugal Nutrition, learn how to register for free, it's also sliding scale, so it's kind of pay what you can, go to herbrally.com/frugalnutrition. Also want to let you know that it's still February, which means you could still register for your first 30 days for free of the Herb Rally Schoolhouse, and that automatically enters you to win a $210 gift basket. We will select one winner in early March, but other than that, yeah, you could still get your first 30 days for free of the Herb Rally Schoolhouse by using coupon code FREESCHOOL at checkout. And we'd love to have you as a member. So yeah, please check us out, herbrally.com/schoolhouse. I think that's going to do it for me today. It feels like my voice is a little funky anyways. So, I do want to recommend also checking out Fermentation School. That's Kirsten Shockey's online school. They have so many amazing offerings. It kind of reminds me of Herb Rally in some ways, but more for the fermentation side of things. But they just have a ton of cool classes. Check them out at fermentationschool.com. Also recommend getting on their newsletter. I always get excited when I see the newsletter. I'm kind of a fermentation nerd as well. But yeah, enjoy today's episode, which is Lesson 1 from Kirsten Shockey's Fermentation module from the Art of Frugal Nutrition. Talk to you later.
Hi there, I am Kirsten Shockey, and I am the author of 5 books on fermentation, vegetables, hot sauce, grains and legumes, vinegar and cider. So we can talk all kinds of microbes and all kinds of ferments. I got my start fermenting over 20 years ago now. I'm here on our farm in Southern Oregon. I was fermenting before I knew, we weren't using the language fermenting then. I was making cheese. I was teaching myself to be a cheesemaker because we had dairy animals, and it just seemed like an old school domestic art. Yes, I knew it was fermentation, but believe it or not, we didn't talk about it in the way we are talking about it now. So I really thought my first ferment was vegetables. Which came actually quite a few years later, fermented vegetables from the garden, when I realized that fermenting those vegetables was a much better way to preserve them. I was able to preserve nutrients and flavor in ways that canning, especially low-acid vegetables, was never going to achieve or preserve. That led to a very small fermentation company, which was now, about 12 years ago, and people were just starting to talk about probiotics and why they might want to eat some food that's fermented. So at the markets, ended up doing a lot of education, and that led to classes on the farm and then books, and here I am still talking about why you should ferment your vegetables. So let's talk about what fermentation is. Fermentation is a transformation. I think of it as a collaboration between you and the microbes to transform your food into something else. Your goal may be preservation. That is how humans have preserved their food for thousands and thousands of years. And I want you to remember that. If you feel like this is scary, or you can't do this, or you don't have the right equipment, that's wrong. You totally do. People were doing this before we had any equipment, and any special knowledge other than what I'm going to teach you in this little class. Some people ferment for the health benefits, and we'll talk about that later. And other people ferment just for the fun of it and just for the flavor of it. The fantastic thing that I feel with fermentation is that you also are getting a chance to build a relationship with these unseen forces that are across our body, across our world, in our soils, on our planet. And in this simple act of placing some vegetables to ferment on your jar, you're kind of getting a picture of the whole workings. So just give you some ideas of how you can have fun with fermentation. You can use things that maybe you were going to throw away. This salsa here is made out of watermelon rinds. It's wonderful, it's crispy, it's a little spicy, it's tangy, and it is the rinds I would have otherwise thrown into the compost pile. We have hot sauce. This is cauliflower, cabbage. This is zucchini, beans and corn. So it's kind of my little three sisters situation going on. So what you're going to learn today is a very simple ferment. However, those same methods will apply across anything that you desire to do.
And that's going to do it for today's episode. Thanks so much for listening to the Herb Rally podcast. Before you go, I wanted to let you know about 7 herbal freebies that you could get from Herb Rally. If you want to check them out, just go to herbrally.com. In the top navigation area, you'll see it says freebies. Just click on that. It'll take you to a page where you can sign up for our newsletter. And we send around 1 to 4 newsletters per week, updating you about herbalism events, new podcasts, monographs, YouTube videos. You get the idea. But a little more about the 7 herbal freebies. That's a video with Bevan Clare. It's called 5 Herbal Events Around the World, kind of like a herbalism bucket list, if you will. It also comes with an ebook by Rosalie de la Foyer on calendula. It's an 86-page ebook provided exclusively to Herb Rally, created by Plant Healer Magazine. It also comes with an hour-long adaptogens class. That's an audio MP3 by herbalist Heather Irvine. Also comes with a 36-page book excerpt, also from Plant Healer. It's called Nourishing Foods. It's awesome. And then it comes with 2 discounts, 15% off all Mountain Rose Herbs products and 10% off the Herb Rally store. So one more time to check that out, go to herbrally.com. And the top navigation area, you'll see something that says freebies. Just click on there and you'll get more info about that. Okay, I will talk to you later. Have a great day.